The truth is poison to any fraud. Embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Toss right side to Pacheco. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A nice Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And the Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
7 yards there and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now 2nd and 3.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen going to run with it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Good footwork at the 30. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A give to Kamara running right. And he stopped immediately there. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 35 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty.
kickoff for the Vikings.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On play action, Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Kamara try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Allen going to run with it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. From the shotgun, McCarthy. From the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Keeps himself upright. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 42-yard line, here's a second and 7. McCarthy operating from the gun. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rashard Smith, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
yards here. He's past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Allen off the play fake.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From midfield, here's Allen. Allen going to run with it.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Keon Coleman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills get a bit closer. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To the air, Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Allen going to run with it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Has his man, it's Shakir. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. Taken down at the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff now for Pacheco. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that touchdown Vikings! Isaiah Pacheco from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10. They toss it to Pacheco.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Allen.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well partner. Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Now a run with Pacheco. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Pacheco.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.
Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Soon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers. Bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones, Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God. He's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like